And joining us to explore this in the nation's capital, Abuja, Professor Josiah Ajiboye is the Registrar, Chief Executive Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, and he joins us live from our studios in Abuja. A pleasure having you with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, Prof, there are a lot of challenges facing the teaching profession in Nigeria. What kind of support do you think teachers need, especially at this time?
First, let me say that we use this opportunity to appreciate the Nigerian teachers for their resilience and for their commitment to education recovery. Globally, today is celebrated as the World Teachers' Day, or what we know as International Teachers' Day. And with this celebration, this year own is peculiar because we are actually looking at the contributions of the teacher, at seeing the teacher at the heart of education recovery. The whole world has gone through a very difficult experience, and one of the major areas that was badly affected was education. And looking at the teacher at the heart of education recovery, one begins to see the teacher performing unique roles in making sure that we come back to normal and adapting to new challenges and be able to get our education system running again. So we really want to appreciate our teachers. But in this situation, the pandemic has, actually, increased the level of challenges being faced by our teachers in terms of their capacity. And that's why the teachers will actually require a lot of, like it's been said in one of your reports, a lot of training and retraining to be able to cope with the challenges of this pandemic. By the time the pandemic came, we were caught nappy, and so many teachers were, like we said, about 63 million teachers were there at home globally. During the period, about 1.6 billion children or learners were also at home within the period. So it was a big challenge. And for us to be able to cope with this challenge, the teachers will actually require so many things to be able to enhance their capacity. And that's why this year we are looking at them, what can we do to support our teachers, especially the Nigerian teachers? What can we do to support them, to make sure that the teachers are able to drive the education as they're supposed to do and bring back normalcy to the education system after a prolonged closure, and making sure that our education is able to stand again. In major area where the teachers actually, one major thing that they will require, a teacher actually supposed to learn, unlearn, and relearn, and this is a major critical thing. There are so many new things that keep on coming in daily. This new information keeps on coming in, and teachers will have to keep abreast of this development in terms of their knowledge, both the knowledge of content and knowledge of pedagogy. They need to get abreast of all these developments, and that's why we need to, keep equipping these teachers to be able to meet up with the challenges. And I think one major area where we are focusing on is the area of digital literacy for the teachers.
Professor Ajiboye, I was about to talk to you about that, because a lot of people have talked about the issue of e-learning. It really came to the fore during that national lockdown. So how do you think this can work, especially in a country like ours?
Yeah, well, definitely, we just need to migrate to that. There's no alternative. It's now very clear, that look, we need to migrate to online learning, or what you call blended learning, whereby you mix both the physical and the online. And this is the way to go. Technology has come handy to be able to help us to salvage the situation. You will discover that the developed countries were able to quickly migrate when during the lockdown. They were quickly able to migrate, to online. But in Africa, we have a big challenge. Just like I normally say, about 1/3 of the population in Africa have access to the internet. About 1/3 of the population. In Nigeria, about 62% of Nigerians have access to the internet, but the larger percentage of that are found in the urban areas. And that is the major problem. That's the major problem, because our rural areas, this digital divide is a big challenge. But we cannot shy away from technology. Technology is the way to go. And at the level of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, we started what we call digital literacy training for Nigerian teachers in 2018. That was, even we didn't anticipate that the pandemic was going to come. We started the digital literacy training in 2018, and we are still continuing. Even presently, as I'm speaking with you, the digital literacy training program for this year has kickstarted. We kickstarted it in Ibadan yesterday. So, that is the way to go. The way to go is the way of technology. Our teachers have to brace up. Nigerian teachers cannot afford to be left behind. The rest of the world is not going to wait for us. Okay? And
now
so
let's look
teachers,
at
as Nigerian teachers,
let's
we
also
just
quickly
have to brace up for this and make sure that we adopt technology in driving our education system.
Professor Ajiboye, quickly now, let's look at the issue of welfare. Do you think this stipend being announced for those that intend to study education in public universities will make it, the teaching profession, as it were, more attractive for people to embrace?
Much. Mr. President was guided by two major things in giving those approvals last year. One, he was guided by the fact that, one, how do we attract best brains to the teaching profession? And two, how do we retain experienced teachers on the job? That was why you saw the idea of increasing the number of years in service or age of retirement for the teachers to 40 and 65, okay? And to be able to attract best brains to teaching, we looked at so many things, and Mr. President graciously approved all the recommendations that emanated from the Honorable Minister of Education, Malam Adamu. One, we were talking of, giving bursary awards to education students. This was a practice in those days, in those good old days. The education students, even when bursary award was stopped for all other category of students, education students were still receiving bursary. Okay, so the idea is to reintroduce bursary award for education students in colleges of education and in the university. Also, to handle their teaching practice, we are going to pay them teaching practice allowance, and also to pay their lecturers their teaching practice supervision allowance from TED Fund. These are two categories of things. We believe that if we are able to do this, we'll be able to look, even as I'm speaking with you, believe you me, even with the increase in number of years in service, so many people in other cognate areas are already thinking, how do I migrate to teaching? So, the idea is to make sure that we are able to retain the best brains in teaching, not for best brains to be, for any country that, what is sought. You say that education is the engine room for development of the country. And that education is being driven by the teachers, okay? And that's why the quality of the teacher will determine the quality of education you get. And that's why we are so particular about the quality of the teachers and making sure that we have quality teachers that will be able to drive 21st century education. We believe that with the approvals by Mr. President and implementation that we are commencing now, definitely this will attract best brains to teaching, and we will be able to retain them. And it will help us to drive quality education in our country.
Professor Josiah Ajiboye, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.